So the weed that outgrows the tree always kills the tree. If you've ever seen, it could be a great oak, it could be a whatever tree in your backyard. If there's weeds around it for long enough, probably the tree is going to die because the roots get infected with an outside force. So think of that in your business. The weed or the employee that comes in with their own self-culture, right, their own character that may not be a right fit for the company if the company is growth-minded and positive-minded, it has a one-way track, that weed that comes in, right, that newborn child that hasn't been led properly, hasn't been reestablished or realigned to where we're going, they're going to create their own culture of metaphorical belief with the other employees, and that weed will turn into another weed and another weed and another weed, and it's all because the weed that outgrows the tree kills the tree. The tree is the leadership. The tree is the boss or the manager that should be acting like a leader. The tree is, if it's not always growing and it's not always leading, those weeds will spring up, they'll multiply, and they will leave. And when our people leave us, they're an investment. They're either liabilities sucking, right? Parasites sucking because it costs money to pay them. And when they leave, the company just lost a ton of money. Or they're assets that model the behavior of the tree and they become more trees, like a forest. So think of your company, where you want it to go is building a forest. Where most companies fail is they have an initial tree, the startup, the founder, the couple group of people. And the larger they get, they actually just get more weeds. So they might have a tree here, and a tree here, and a tree here. In 5 years, 80% of businesses fail. Why? Because all those trees that they spring up, all those locations, they got all these weeds in them. However, the Apples of the world, the Amazons of the world, the Container Stores of the world, they got a lot more great oaks. They invest in their people. They have a clear vision. Usually, and unfortunately, they have a convicted leader that is just so, contagious that other leaders come in with them. And then you have a company like Bridgewater, Ray Dalio's Bridgewater, #1 hedge fund of all-time returns. They have a fanatical culture that inspires the actions. They get it. They have alignment. Their people, they have a philosophy about growing. Everyone's always growing. And the moral of the story is if you're a great oak and you're not always growing, you think you got there, you got some weeds growing, they're going to leave your company. Those weeds will destroy the tree. They will leave your company on bad terms because you stopped growing. You stopped leading and you didn't show you care. So always grow, always learn, and always share. That's the culture of a great oak.